Hi everyone, I am Justin and welcome to the Barkin Bars channel. I'm gonna give Scout a little treat. Now my experience is that I've been his personal chef for several years now, and so what we're gonna do is a meal that is gonna be great for your dog. Costs about $35, and if you're as big as Scout, it should last about a week. I've already done some of the preliminary work. So what we have right here is purple sweet potato, regular sweet potato. I'm gonna finish grinding the carrots, so let me just walk you through all the ingredients that you're gonna want today. But we have purple and regular sweet potatoes. Scout still thinks there's a treat up here. We have 2 full carrots, 2 cups of oats, 1 zucchini. We have mussels right here. We have chicken liver, beef, shiitake mushrooms, up to you, whatever you wanna choose. 2 eggs, we've got some pumpkin puree right here, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of turmeric, and I'll go ahead and talk you through everything. So I've already preheat my oven to 425. Scout is super picky. He's gonna want his carrots shredded like this, and this is just gonna have to cook for a while. So what we're gonna do is we're going to finish just grating the carrots into here, and after that, what I'm gonna do is toss a little bit of olive oil in there, and then we're gonna put it right into the oven. All right, so we are almost done with the carrots. So now the purple sweet potatoes that we have in here are really fiber packed, as are the regular sweet potatoes. So they're a really good source of fiber, vitamins. I'm just gonna mix this together. And the carrots are really rich in beta carotene, fiber, so all good stuff for your dog. So I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of olive oil now. Scout's on the couch. And we're just gonna mix it up. So as soon as I'm done with this, I am going to put this in the oven, and I'm gonna move on over to the next step. I'm just putting this on just a regular baking sheet. I also have a Dutch oven out for the next part. So I'm just going to put this on here. We're gonna spread it out, and we're gonna put that in the oven. That's going to take a little while, just until everything's nice and soft. So let's move on to the next part. We are going to want to have a bowl right here. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the beef in first. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack the 2 eggs in here. But we're gonna keep the egg shell, and if you have a mortar right here, we're just gonna put it in there. And we're gonna put the second egg in, and then you can put the mortar, get your all set for the mortar. And what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna put a tablespoon of cinnamon, and then also a tablespoon of turmeric. A little bit less there, so I'm gonna throw that in. We're actually gonna make that a teaspoon of turmeric. So this has anti-inflammatory properties for your dog, so put that in. We're not gonna need this anymore, so I'm gonna put that in the sink. But what we are going to do is we're gonna get our grater back out, and we're just gonna grate in a little bit of ginger. So here we go. All right, so the beef that we have right here is just gonna be a really good source of protein for your dog. And the eggs also contain essential amino acids, all good stuff for your dog. It's rich in biotin. And so again, the turmeric and the cinnamon have anti-inflammatory properties. So what I'm doing is I'm just squeezing, working the egg into the meat. And in a second, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take that mortar and I'm gonna ground down the eggshell, and we're also gonna put it in here, and that's a good source of calcium. So We're just gonna crush this down. Okay. All right, so you're gonna wanna make sure that the eggshells are a very fine powder for your dog. And let's just add that in. You don't need to add the whole thing. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add in a few other things. We're gonna add in our shiitake mushrooms. We are going to add in our chicken liver. I'm gonna cut these up before I add it in. Then we're gonna add in the zucchini, okay? So I'm just gonna snip up the shiitake mushrooms, add them in. So the shiitake mushrooms contain antioxidants as well as beta glucans, which help with the immune system. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to go ahead and grab those chicken livers. This has got a ton of vitamin A, vitamin B, iron as well. So when I get done with these, we're just gonna work them in. I only have 3 of these chicken livers in here. Try to chop them into little pieces. All right, so next what we are going to do is work in our mussels. So this has a lot of omega-3 in it, as well as glucosamine and chondroitin, which is gonna be good for your dog's joint health. I'm just gonna throw in that whole tin. I hope that Scout likes mussels. He's not a big shrimp fan. We'll see. We had to cut the carrots down into little pieces because he would just pick them out otherwise. All right, and then just the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in our zucchini. This is just one zucchini that I already cut up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix this all together. A lot of good stuff for your dog. And then I'm going to put it in the Dutch oven, and then I'm gonna add that also to the oven. And here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spread that out. A lot of protein for you, Scout. All right. Make it at the top, add that into the oven. We got one more step. Okay, our final step is an easy one. We're just gonna add the pumpkin puree, and then we're going to add the oats, and we're just gonna mix it together. This is gonna be a good source of fiber for your dog. So I got 2 cups of oats, 1 can of pumpkin puree, and what you can just do is just add this on top of your meal. And here we go. Don't have that in there. Scout, you love pumpkin. All right, and so we'll get you the final product in a little bit, but again, this is just something to add to all that great stuff that you just made for your dog. This is probably gonna last Scout about a week. Again, it's about $35 for the whole thing. Way healthier than kibble. Food prep for your dog. And we'll get you the final result. All right, so that is our end product. I'm gonna combine the sweet potatoes and carrots with our proteins and zucchini. And then we'll go ahead and add in the oats and pumpkin, and this all cools down. We've got all the combined stuff. It's got some nice bright colors. Actually, it smells pretty good too. We have an eager beaver, but he's gotta wait till dinner time. Now that we got the oats mixed in, and Scout's eating that oat bowl with the pumpkin, he's got food for a week.